What is good, YouTube world? It's Coffee back again. And man, oh man, just when I'm thinking, like I was saying in my earlier video about this whole slap heard round the world situation with Will, Jada Pinkett, Chris Rock. Of course everyone's still talking about this. We got to get to more topics. My bad, y'all. I don't want to flood y'all with the content regarding this. Do you think we'll still be talking about this in a week, etc., etc.? More layers, more levels, more entanglements, and more jokes and memes, and everything just keeps materializing. And we actually got a lot more to break down on this one. And to keep it a buck with y'all, there's even more about this situation with Will and Jada, but Will dealing with so much emasculating factors that we got to break down that I was unaware of. Like, I for real, didn't even peep a lot of what's going on here. Like, real talk, Will Smith really just been through a lot, man. And, that truly was just the tip of the iceberg that we saw, with this whole meltdown. You feel me? It's the meltdown, but at the same time, it's the meltdown as the tip of the iceberg. This ish is crazy, so let's not delay any further. Let's jump right into this thing. And we're gonna finish this video off too with some a clip of some good old stand-up comedy. A joke, you know what I'm saying? As I was stating in my live earlier, and some of these other videos that we've been doing in this PC era. For those out there, just another talking point on this video. Hit the comments, guys, and let me know if you think comedy can and will live on. Because like I keep saying, man, comedy's offensive. That's a big part of it. It's intentionally offensive. It's an art form. It touches on a lot of different things in society. And it goes places that you don't go in everyday conversations and stuff like that. And, that's just a big part of what everyone's been talking about with this whole situation, that Will doing what he did when Chris Rock was laying out some job. I mean, he was doing hosting duties at the Oscar. But I mean, if you hire a stand-up comedian, he's going to hit you with a little bit of a routine. You feel me? So just comment with your thoughts on that if it will carry on. But getting into what we're talking about here, first part here, peep this post someone put up, and I truly did not get this. Like, I was even just talking about G.I. Jane and Demi Moore and all that, and it still didn't dawn on me. Like, that was a pretty brilliant joke. Even if you're an individual who feels offended and feels like Chris Rock, went somewhere that he shouldn't have went with that joke, you got to kind of give it to this guy, because that joke had layers, levels. There's levels to this ish, homie. You feel me? It says, y'all stupid. The person who played G.I. Jane cheated on her husband with the dude from that '70s show who was much younger than her. Motherfucker don't even know that joke was deeper than the surface. So again, I was actually discussing it in my live earlier about, when I first heard the joke, and, I didn't peep what exactly was going on because I was unaware of Jada's situation with her hair loss and all that. I had no clue about that, as I stated right off the rip. If you watch my original video, I was like, the last thing I really recall with her in the news like that was the entanglement. I had no idea. I saw the video that she put out, and I shared it. But once again, at that point in time, I had no clue that she was going through that. And even through all this, and even what we're talking about now, I feel for Jada going through that situation that's hard enough for a man to go through. And, with men, a lot of the time that can be a normal part of life. But, for a woman, that's a tough thing to go through. That's a tough pill to swallow. So again, thoughts out to Jada for that situation. But I truly didn't peep that he was getting at, joke wise, he was getting at her about that, her hair and the G.I. Jane thing. But then the Demi Moore factor to it plays into the entanglement. And that ish is just crazy. Do y'all remember that? Ashton Kutcher, started busting down Demi Moore, and she was with Bruce Willis and all that, and it even kind of got a little odd, weird, and bizarre. I mean, obviously a lot of people were taken back by the age difference, but on top of it, I started seeing pictures of them all together hanging out. That was just like, whoa, what time is it? What's going on here? You feel me? And people, y'all, keep in mind too, and comment, for those who've had relationship problems, if people want to speak about that, you know what I mean? If you've ever been in that boat where you were cheated on or you were cheated, and, like, did it get messy? Did it turn into an entanglement? If you didn't, how would you deal with it? Would you just leave? Would you just say, fuck it? It's a deep convo. It's something a lot of people been through, but like I said in my other video, it's just crazy with Will Smith that the whole thing played out the way it did, where, like, essentially they had couples therapy broadcasted to the world, and then on top of it had that red table talk. That ish was just like, I don't know. That's a lot. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being in touch with your feelings and everything like that and keeping it a buck, but that just seemed extremely personal to me. I don't know. Y'all can let me know what you guys think about it, and let me know if you peeped that with the joke off the rip, if you got the whole, entanglement on top of an entanglement factor to it, with the reference, you know what I'm saying, to the hair situation, to G.I. Jane, to the Bruce Willis, Demi Moore, Ashton Kutcher entanglement on top of that one. Comment and let me know if y'all peeped all that. But then something else we gotta touch on here too is August Alsina. You know what I'm saying? The dude who she had the entanglement with was kind of wild with his whole situation. Maybe I could be wrong. I don't know. From my understanding, he makes music or whatever. But it seems through all this, as we know, we always talk about momentum on this channel, right? Like how, they say there's no such thing as bad publicity. If there's momentum surrounding your name for whatever reason it is, if you can capitalize off that and carry on and advance whatever you got going on, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? We've seen people go through tough situations, taking an L, having some kind of bad press, bad publicity, something where things is kind of looking bad for them, and then, they capitalize and blow up or whatever. But with this guy, I don't feel like I ever really heard much from him, but he has chimed in. I'm going to share the statement that August Alsina left regarding all this. But real quick before I do, we also got to point out this report here that Chris Rock is actually currently on tour. And they're talking about ticket sales is through the roof, sold out. And obviously Chris Rock is a veteran, seasoned veteran of the comedy game, and has been doing this for a long time, achieved all kinds of accolades, success, movie roles. He's did it all. But, still a boost to your career can never hurt, whether you're a veteran, rookie, or whatever. So, Chris Rock's still doing his thing, and no one, I want to point out as well too, no one's like came at Chris Rock sideways, like, oh, you're soft, or you're like, Chris Rock held it down, in my opinion. Y'all can let me know what you guys think about it. I always share with y'all I'm no tough guy or whatever, but I don't think by any means that really made Chris Rock look bad. I don't know. Let me know what you think. But let's get into what August Alsina is talking about. Peep it, y'all. He put up this post here. You see him just chilling, doing him. And what is that? Like, it's like a feather, but it looks like gold or metallic hanging out from his hat. I don't know if that's a bead or something like that. But anyways, he says, August Alsina chooses, I think, choose peace. I think he meant to say chooses peace. Trusting that life is intricate puzzle pieces are all forming together for the greater good, and mastering of the seasonally sometime chaotic nature of your life's art piece that's being formed and painted by birthing life to your internal masterpiece grown through external chaos, metamorphosizing alchemy, dark turned to light and beauty within, then turned masterpiece shown without from your life's own whimsical and colorful art piece being co-created and displayed through living while / after being broken to pieces. So like peace, as in like peace, just chill. Why can't we all just get along? World peace and pieces, as in broken into pieces. He's getting real deep with this one on some straight up poetry type ish. Then he went on to say, I'm a walking billboard and network, simply desiring to televise and broadcast love, the love, grace, and healing embrace of God, good music that's healing with a little bit of nasty, because the art of sharing temples can too be healing. Sharing temples? I don't know. This is some deep poetry that he's spitting here to us right now. Comment with your thoughts on what he's saying, guys. You know what I'm saying? Jay Coffee Talk is in tune with a lot, but I don't know if I'm catching it all. I don't know if I'm picking up everything he's putting down right here. You feel me? He said, my NOLA mixed with my H-Town background of top tier drip and flavor and a bag secure abundantly for the ones I love while trying to keep a clean heart out here. That's it. And then this life goals commented said, now I'm convinced that you never wrote any of your songs. What in the Morse code is going on here, August Alsina? So it seems life goals with 3 Z's, whoever's Instagram account that is a bit like, yo, what exactly is this man trying to say to us right now? Like, so apparently I'm not the only one, you feel me? But for real, I never really, was familiar with August Alsina's, catalog, his work or anything like that, guys. So comment and let me know, if you flucked with his music and ish like that, or if you're familiar with, and what your thoughts on what he's saying to us right now. Once again, this whole situation with Will, Jada, Chris Rock brings back up the entanglement, and once again kind of puts some momentum around this guy's name, you know what I'm saying, in his movement, and puts a bit of a spotlight on him. So I don't know, maybe we'll see him press on and drop some new music or whatever exactly he does. You feel me? You heard him. He's talking about his NOLA and H-Town background. Shout out to Line the Don out there in the NOLA, you heard? But for real, y'all, like, this is crazy. Am I right or what? Like, there's just so many levels and layers to this that I truly just, like, as each day progresses and more people are tapping into what's going on here and the whole world is talking about this, there just is so much more to the story that I just truly didn't realize. And with that being said, I got to share one more, statement, tweet that someone made. This is actually an NFL player in the bro Jimbo tapped in with a comment, which is also something that I truly was not aware of regarding Will and Jada. Like, yo, do they really got an open relationship? Is that what's going on here? And yo, anyone out there, keep it a buck. If you got an open relationship or you've ever been in one, comment about that, or just everyone, what's your thoughts on it in general? You know what I'm saying? Do you think that's something that's cool if it's more just like a friends with benefits type deal, but when it comes to marriage, that should be sacred, or what? Like, let's discuss it all below. But peep this tweet here from Draymond Jones. When I originally posted, I reposted this on my Instagram. Make sure y'all following Coffee on the gram as well, at JCoffeeTalk _on_ YouTube. And follow me on Twitter as well, just at JCoffeeTalk. You feel me? If you want to hit me up, DM me about stories, whatever the case may be, follow me on those socials. But when I posted this, I was kind of like, yo, was that a typo or something? Because he said, Will better than me. I would never defend someone else's girl like that. So I was like, did he just type that wrong? Did he, like, what exactly did he mean by this? And, once again, guys, the J Coffee Talk platform is all about hearing what the people got to say, kicking it with y'all, tapping in with you guys. Because as always, I let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I don't claim to be no genius or expert or anything like that. You feel me? I'm just the average, regular individual who just gives y'all my commentary and asks for y'all to share your take, thoughts and opinion with me. And that's exactly what Jimbo did here. He kind of cleared it up. He's like, yo, Coffee, you didn't peep this? There's a joke on top of a joke there. Just kind of like the whole entanglement on entanglement jump off that I didn't realize Chris Rock getting at with the whole Bruce Willis, Demi Moore, Ashton Kutcher reference. Right here, Jimbo put me up on game and was like, Coffee, you do get that joke slash jab, though, about their open relationship, though, right? LOL. That's hilarious. Why does Will defend a woman who doesn't want to be with him exclusively and wants an open, actual relationship? Nah, I wouldn't defend my wife if she was out doing that all night. Or I'm sorry, if she was out doing all that. And it's like, hot damn, this is just another level that I was totally oblivious to. This is just crazy. Like, think about it, y'all. All this ish with Will Smith, the entanglement, you know what I'm saying? The whole Tupac ish. I want to say 6 to 8 months before the entanglement news broke, it was hitting the headlines and going semi-viral, or not semi-viral, all the way viral about Jada Pinkett. I don't know if it was just like an article someone published referencing an old interview, but I feel like it was something new where Will came out and said, you know, hey, I got to keep it a buck with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I was jealous of Tupac and it fucked up the relationship we could have had. And I'm mad at myself about it. Like, Will is just all the way turned around about so much with this marriage and relationship with Jada Pinkett. You know what I mean? Like, this guy, like, you know, shout out to Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to diss the man, but god damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, listen, like, I can't, I don't even know. I can't even call it, y'all. But comment with your thoughts on all this if you realize these other levels to the whole situation or not. And we're going to close this out with a joke that's being shared via social media. This is Martin Lawrence from an old stand-up gig. And someone was basically saying, yo, would Martin look like, should he have been slapped for this one?
Lyte. And guess what? He got a tattoo on his chest, got MC Lyte on this shit. And I used to fuck her.
Oh shit, y'all heard Martin, man. He was getting at Todd One Brown. R.I.P. to that man. He passed away back in 2019, I believe. I know he was a part of like MTV Jams. He did podcasts later on, you know what I'm saying? Before his early passing, died at the age of like 49, 50 back in 2019. But prior to that, during his life, he had a lot to do with hip hop, and you seen he was chilling with like Naughty by Nature there, and he hit him with the OPP joke, right? He was talking about MC Lyte. How did MC Lyte jump off go? I can't be stopped because I'm Lyte the MC and I'm as light as a rock. Y'all remember that when the Brown Sugar movie dropped? Classic movie. The kind of continuation or sequel to the Love of My Life with Common and Erykah Badu. Like, it was almost like a new version that they did of it, for when the movie was dropping, where Common was rapping about hip-hop if it was a girl he was in love with. I remember when Mac 10 was getting at him about that. He was talking about she came out to the West Coast and we bust her down and all that. But anyways, Martin Lawrence was like, yeah, he's with MC Lyte. He got her name tatted on the chest, and I used to get busy with her. And you seen in the crowd, everyone was laughing. That joke definitely went over with the fans, a major pop from the crowd. But seemed like they were all good sports about it. You know what I mean? And that kind of refers back to one of the original points that I made in this video about comedy. Do y'all think, you know, nowadays, the way society is, once again, with the PC and and people being offended a lot, can comedy live on through this? Or, you know, is it gonna just get too watered down and just be like, man, remember back, like someone was mentioning, like George Carlin, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, a lot of the greats, Bill Hicks. Could these guys like really push on with their career in this current society? Or what do y'all think? Is comedy, in a sense, like obviously it goes big where there's pay-per-view specials and all that, but for the most part, does comedy truly lives on kind of in its own subculture, you know what I mean, in the comedy venues and whatnot? But that's it, y'all. And let me know if you guys would like more blogs talking about comedians and stuff like that. But I'm out of here. Thanks for watching. It's Coffee, and I'm gone.